Welcome to the Bama Bug Fest virtual hike. This is part 2 of the terrarium lesson with Discovering Alabama's Pam Sloan. If you haven't seen that video yet, you can find it archived on whichever platform you are watching this video on. Today we are in search of bugs to add to the bug jars we made with Miss Pam. So grab your jars and let's go bugging. When you're on a hike and you're looking for some bugs, it's important to look everywhere. Bugs can be found in dirt and under rocks and on branches and on logs and under leaves and all these other great places. So make sure that you are looking everywhere. Look high and low, but make sure that you are doing it safely and are aware of your surroundings so that nothing that could potentially be dangerous to you could sneak up on you. When you're hiking, you always want to make sure that you're being safe. So it's important to know what poison ivy looks like, and you can see some of that here. I found it all over on my hike, both on the ground and vining up some of the trees. So just make sure that you know what that is and keep an eye out for it when you're hiking and looking for your bugs. I found my first bug in this moss. So I went to grab my bug jar and scooped the bug into it. And when I went to open the lid to look at my bug, it had flown away. But such is the life of a bug-in hike adventure. I'll get the next one. It didn't take very long at all for me to find another bug. And I captured it, so I was able to look at it and study it some more. I know it's tough to see, but if you can see right on the edge and the rim on the inside of my bug jar is a little moth that I found in some leaf litter. That moth hung around with me for a little bit, and we had an adventure together finding more insects. found this great leaf that had some evidence of insects on it. As you can see, it has these holes that have been chewed out and munched on by some insects. And so it was a great indicator for me that this could be a place where I could find some bugs. So when you're hiking, it might be a good idea to kind of think like a bug. If you were a bug, where would you want to be? I'd probably want to be near some food, and leaves are great food for insects. So, you could look under leaves and around leaves, and it's probably a good bet that you might find some insects there. I didn't find any on my leaves, but I'm glad that I looked. Another great place to look for insects is on the bark of trees. You can find things like ants or silverfish or moths or spiders or any host of other ones. So another great spot that you should probably look for is on the bark of trees. I looked at a lot of the trees on my hike to see if I could find some bugs. Success! Look at this tree. You see all the ants moving up and down that tree, working, grabbing some food, and finding their way back to their anthill. This was a great find. Now, I didn't put any of these bugs in my jar, but I took time to sit and watch them work and get to just marvel at how incredible they are. This brings us to the end of our virtual hike today. We visited a beautiful area and found some great bugs. When you're done with your hike, take pictures of the bugs in your jars and make drawings of the bugs in your jars, but ultimately release them. We want to make sure that the bugs get back to their home so that they can do what they do best, being a bug. If you aren't sure of what you found, you can find great books to help you identify them at your local library. You can also upload pictures to an app called iNaturalist, where experts can help you figure out what you are looking at. These bug jars are a great tool to use anytime you're outside, going on a hike, or just even in your backyard. We hope that the bug jars are something that you get to use a lot during your time outside, and we wish you great bugging and great adventuring. Thanks for joining us.